The race for Congress is on. This week, we caught up with Michigan Congressman Tim Walberg, who's running to keep his seat, but in a new district, the 5th District. Take a listen as he talks about the top priorities he sees for his next term.
Well, I think the top priorities have to run along the line of what we're being challenged with now. The fact that we have a huge inflation rate that we often call Bidenflation is a key. And to do that, we have to stop spending that we've been doing for too long at the federal level. Putting out the trillions of dollars of COVID relief was one thing, but to continue that into the marketplace with tax dollars does only one thing, and it's always done it. It increases inflation. And so that has to be something we work at. The whole idea of the energy crisis that we're looking at for the president just this last week to again shut down further exploration or development or drilling in the Gulf or Alaska sent the wrong message, just like he sent the message back on his inauguration day that he was shutting down the Keystone Pipeline. That said to all the investors that truly bring the dollars in the system to continue the development, the exploration, the processing of fuels that we need, and ultimately the decreased price at the pump, that all ended. That has to change. If we did exactly what we did during the last administration, where just before COVID, it was averaging $1.79 a gallon, that would be a huge impact when right now we're being scared with the fact that very likely before summer's out, we'll be at over $6 a gallon. That hurts everybody, and most importantly, those least able to pay. We certainly need to talk about reducing taxes. When we did that with the Tax Cut and Jobs Act that the Trump administration signed and I helped pass and get signed into law, we saw great revenue development and increases coming in the federal government. That's because people were using their own resources. They were spending, they were saving, they're investing. We need to do that. I'm committed to doing that. Then you look at a couple other areas that kind of tie in, well, maybe even 3 areas that I've been involved in pushing over the course of the past number of years, and we had some success in it, getting bills passed, signed into law, and having impact. But now we're going back the opposite direction. We've opened the border up again. We have steel laying on the ground that we paid for. We have contractors we paid to do the services that we're paying to do nothing right now. That has to be developed again. We need to secure the border. When we did that, we also encouraged legal immigration, and we saw safety and security at the border. We stopped much of the illegal and illicit drugs coming in from the cartels. That's all changed. So we have to go back at securing the border, promoting immigration legally. We have to reduce the flow of illegal substances, fentanyl, opioids.
Coming up next this morning, we catch up with the candidate running against Walberg, hoping to flip the district to the other side of the aisle. Capitol Rundown. We'll be right back.